It's been 45 years since the groundbreaking Stonewall riots in New York City. After the gay community's demonstrations at the Stonewall Inn, the bar is considered the birthplace of the modern LGBT rights movement. In tonight's first-person report, we hear from David Carter, author of Stonewall, the riots that sparked the gay revolution.
The Stonewall riots were a series of confrontations and demonstrations that took place between the police and the gay population beginning at the end of June 1969. That night, what was in some ways a routine police raid on a popular gay bar sparked an uprising. It sparked a series of 6 days of demonstrations, of confrontations between the police and the gay populace, which was centered in the village. And it was a fight for control of the streets. And at times it was violent, at times it was humorous, but it was always angry. It was an effort to stand up and claim an identity, I think. People think of the 1960s as a time of great freedom, but actually in New York City, it was a time of the most police repression ever. There were over 100 arrests of gay people a week in the first half of the 1960s. At that time, not only were gay people arrested, but when they arrested, they could be fired from their jobs, licenses taken away. Whether you were a lawyer, a dentist, a hairdresser, your license could be removed, suspended. The energy that the riots stirred up inspired a new kind of gay political organization, and that took on the establishment, and it was very creative in its political actions. The movement, the militancy, inspired gay people like myself, who was in high school at the time and saw them getting in the national media. They saw there was a way to push back. And that's what transformed the movement from a very tiny but courageous movement before Stonewall into a mass movement. This year there is an exhibit that's site-specific to honor the 45th anniversary of Stonewall. The images are a combination both of text that tells the story of the context before the Stonewall riots, what happened during the Stonewall riots, and the emergence of the gay liberation movement after Stonewall. So these are artifacts that are rarely seen. They're very powerful and entertaining and intriguing images.
That's David Carter, the author of Stonewall.